faces. Worst generation, cooking up a feast while he's turning through the pages. Theories that he's making, from showing it and saying it. Blocked in, analyzing, using observation. Yeah, observation. Rambling addiction.
Hello there, it's me, StrawHatLucas, captain of the last Ark, and welcome back to another episode of Rambling Addiction. This week, we're going to be talking One Piece theories, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about One Piece theories from the Last Ark's Discord. And if you want to join the Last Ark Discord, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and you can come chat with me and the rest of the Last Ark crew. We are very active in our Discord. So let's cut over to Reactionary Lucas to continue this journey, shall we? Thanks, Rambling Lucas. I don't think there's a difference between us, but I guess we're going with that bit now. So yes, tonight I'm going to be honoring some of the members of the wonderful, wonderful Last Ark Discord and going through the theories that they have submitted. Hey, what's up, guys? Editor Lucas here, just real quick. I realize I really didn't explain how I chose the theories in the video, but I did it randomly. I spun this wheel thing with everyone's name on it, and then when I hit someone's name, all their theories were assigned a number, and that's how I chose. But yeah, so everything was random. Once again, thank you to all the members of the Last Ark who allowed me to use their theories for this video. I am choosing these theories at random. I did speak with almost every single user who has posted in the Punk Records section, but if I did not get a hold of you or could not reach you, I will not be featuring your theory in this video. So if that upsets you, I do apologize. It's nothing personal. I just either didn't have time to reach out to you before I filmed or never got the chance to reach out to you. So once again, I apologize. But I already told you guys earlier, join the Discord if you want. I'm going to be doing more of these videos because Punk Records is one of those places in the Discord that is continuously growing. There's always more and more to check out there. All right, to get the ball rolling, let's check out this theory by Mr. Bushido. Shanks unalived a Yonko.
What did he say?
All right, this one's actually pretty small, so let's go over it real quick. 6 years ago is when Shanks became a Yonko. Facts. Now, Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard were all members of the Rock's crew, so we would assume they became Yonkos together. So I see three options. 1, they were not emperors until 6 years ago. 2, they were originally called the Sanko, which means 3 emperors. Or 3, Shanks unalived the previous 4th emperor and took his spot, similar to Luffy and Buggy replacing Big Mom and Kaido. I also have to go underneath that. It says, I can see that with Ace beating a warlord. Both make sense. Yeah, good job, Will. I'm gonna get to you later. But yeah, this is pretty tame for Mr. Bushido, if I'm being honest. He goes really in depth with his theories, but I do think he has a valid point there. It would seem with the way that the Emperor system and Warlord system is set up, it makes a lot of valid sense that for Shanks to come into his spot as an Emperor, he would have had to take down a previous Emperor. I like this thought a lot. I think it's pretty common, actually. A pretty common headcanon among a lot of us One Piece fans, actually. So yeah, Bushido. Since that was a pretty good short one from Bushido to start us out, let's go to Carrot versus Pizarro.
Wait, boy.
So, this is why I think Carrot fights Pizarro. The Blackbeard crew are counters to the Straw Hat crew, so to really determine who will fight who, we just need to look at who mirrors the other character the most, or some kind of opposing ideology. If you are not familiar, Mr. Bushido has a very, 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 very strong opinion about Carrot becoming the Straw Hat, even though I do not personally agree with it. I see his reasoning behind it, and I love his passion about it. Like, not a lot of One Piece fans get super duper duper passionate about their theories, but Bushido, you're one of them, and we all love you for it. Pizarro is a man who seeks to be king. He is a man who represents pride and arrogance. He seeks power. And then he has circled here a panel of Pizarro saying, let me be the leader. Want me to take your place, teach? So his title is he is the corrupt king and he wants to rule. He wants the attention. Facts, big facts. This goes against Carrot, who I believe will be Nakama, as she will reject the role of the Zhao Dukedom, so she can be more free to explore and have an adventure. Pizarro is a man who seeks power and status versus Carrot, who will reject it. I like this. I like this. Pizarro has a lion theme. He meows and purrs. He has the hair of a lion, and like I said, if he was a sin, he would represent pride, and a group of lions is a pride. The connection was so strong, the leading theory is new as some kind of feline zoan. So this was before Pizarro's devil fruit? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Because we knew he had the island for last year. Okay, I'm going to continue. Oh, but he's not, so what was the point? Ah, okay, there it is, Lucas. Just keep reading. Well, I think it's to establish the parallel to Carrot. In Japanese culture, cats and rabbits in domestic life are great friends, which is why she is paired with Nami so much, as Nami's zodiac is the cat. But in the wild, cats are the predators of rabbits. Now, I believe this sets up a prey versus predator dynamic between the two. Anyway, both of them are also connected to living islands. Carrot comes from Zo, which is an island built on an elephant's back, and Pizarro is someone who becomes an island. He spelled Ireland. I'm sorry, that threw me off for a second. And this takes me to the actual fight. Pizarro's power is he becomes an island, but I believe it's more like he controls the island while the real Pizarro is hiding somewhere safe. So this is why I think Carrot is needed. We need someone with the ability to observe an entire island, and once someone who can look around and spot something out of the ordinary, a weak spot. Carrot's role will be as lookout, and this is why. Carrot can find a bird's eye view of whatever island Pizarro is fused with, and this will allow her to scan for any weaknesses. With her speed, especially if she is in a Sulong form, she could get around the island quickly and avoid any attacks Pizarro throws at her. She can find the real body and attack it, forcing him out of his hiding spot. This is interesting. Bushido, my man, you know I am not a fan of the Carrot for Nakama theory. I do respect your take on it, but if she did become Nakama, this would be a good way to represent a battle between her and Pizarro. But I would say that you kind of cooked on here. It's not like a flame 4-course meal, but you brought your merit and you showed me exactly what you were talking about. I understand the theory completely, and like I said, I think if Carrot, by some grace of God, because you know I don't agree with it, becomes a Straw Hat, I think that this is a viable reason for her to fight Pizarro. I see where you're coming from, Bushido. Hell yeah.
So good.
Next up, we have one of my favorite people to get in VC and cook with, Mr. Will of O'Hara. He is literally like, if you ever have a loose thought that you think could be a theory, this is the guy you go to talk about that with. He'll take the smallest bit of information you can give him and turn it into like a 5-page essay. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the best way possible. So let's jump into his theory from Punk Records. Where is the sun in One Piece? I had an interesting thought about the sun in One Piece. Where it is, where it comes from, and where it goes.
What do you come from? What do you go? What do you come from? Bacalado.
We see throughout the One Piece manga a sun rising, moving in the sky, and setting on a daily basis, so it would seem to be a typical sun like ours in the real world. Point 2. We do see the model of the universe in O'Hara, and we are led to believe this is an accurate model. However, this is a geocentric model, with no sun to be seen, circling the OP world, or vice versa. 3. So if there is no sun in their solar system, then what are we seeing? Some, like myself, believe there is a sun inside the One Piece world powering it, like a hollow earth or Dyson sphere. Oh, Will, you and these Dyson spheres, baby. Well, we see light from the hole in Enies lobby, and there could be one. That doesn't explain the sun we do see in the story. What is it? 4. We do see something else that supposedly absorbs and transfers the light from the sun, the sunlight tree Eve. Facts, sunlight tree Eve, which can be seen giving this light to Fishman Island from its roots. But is this light in the Eve tree sunlight? Hold up. See, this is what I mean by Will. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, wait, is he saying the sun is artificial and that there's another one inside the planet? But the more I read, you got it. Okay, hold on, I gotta keep going. I believe the light being absorbed by the tree may be energy from the souls or the dead in the One Piece world. This idea is harkened back to the Kona trees in Jaya, Skypiea, and the Shandians, who believe their dead ancestors' souls resided in them until Nolan cut them down. My man, okay, Will, okay, I see you, my man. I see you. Let's keep going. Number 5, the human soul has been talked about a lot in One Piece, like how it is followed by the body's shadow its whole life. And then in parentheses, except those who had them removed by Moria. Able to be taken out and made into homies by Big Mom or Brook, whose bones run on soul power alone and can possess others / move physical objects. The soul has a weight of 21 grams mentioned by Dr. Vegapunk, so the soul is an energy, has weight / mass, can be transferred, transformed, and affect the real and physical world. And stored in trees. Okay, I see where he's going with this, I think. All right, let's go. This seems to be related to Vegapunk and his experiments. Whether it's Kuma's soul after he is turned into a robot, clones having a soul of their own, holograms, or beings of light whose existence is real is questioned, encouraged. The soul separated into pieces or satellites, especially when it comes to light/sunlight. This is made prevalent by Vegapunk being Einstein, who is best known for his equation E=mc², or energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. In other words, mass can be transformed into light. It can also be reversed and have energy turn into mass or matter. The light gloves make light holograms real and tangible, and the door is permeable or visible light that can become solid. Okay. So, if people in One Piece die, their souls move to the Sun Tree Eve to be stored or used. The next question is how? How would you transform this energy into something useful? And what shape would that be? Well, I've noticed something else close to Sun Tree Eve. The Yakumun Grove. Oh, where the resin from the trees make coating and bubbles. Oh, okay. For you, those of you who don't know, Will and another member of the last arc, our lovable doctor, Smokey Chopper, aka Grand Line Bound, link in the description. They cook about bubbles all the time, and I guess this is where the Will's going with it. Let's see. Bubbles or clouds, balloons as well, are a reoccurring feature in One Piece. From Alvida/Khalifa's devil fruit powers, ship/human coating, bubble shields, bubbly coral, Yakuman trees, dials, bubble cloud or ball dials, or weather balls, bubbles with storm clouds, lightning inside them. That's a lot of balls and bubbles, my man. What if the Sun Tree Eve absorbs souls as light, releases some of this light, like the sunflowers in the Sad Factory? Oh, in a circle/sphere coated with bubble/cloud from the top of the Sun Tree Eve, like the Sabayori Archipelago. I can't say that word, guys, don't judge me for it. And then obviously the trees, transforming this light into a sun, which would then be released to float up into the sky, which is reminiscent of Watheria and its huge floating bubble with clouds inside it, like Prometheus and Zeus. This sun would come out of the top of the Sun Tree Eve like the bottle bubbling on Egghead that makes the clouds. It would travel around the world in one direction, causing the places it was coming to look like the dawn, and then appear to be setting. As it passes over the horizon, it would continue for one full rotation until it reached its starting point, either being refilled or replaced by a new sun each day, like Mesoamerican beliefs. Did he just bring in, bringing in the Native American mythologies? Okay, I see what you're doing, Will. Another option is that the sun in the One Piece world is a hologram made to look real and function accordingly, while fooling the world that the sun is natural and exists, not being artificial. This idea made me think Oda might have used inspiration from real-life sonoluminescence fusion. When a bubble has cavitation happen at super high speeds, a small spark of light fusion is seen. This is true. An example of this is the pistol/mantis strip claw strike causing this phenomena. Where do I even start with this, man? Where do I even start with this? Okay, I love this. I love this. This is a 4-course meal, Will. A full 4-course meal.
Oh, God, it's so good.
You know that I'm a big fan of Emu being like in control of the entire world in the way that it functions. So the whole idea of them possibly using an artificial sun to confuse the people of the world, that there's a day and night system. Yeah, I really wish I could spend more time on this one. I really do. I'm trying to fit in at least 2 more theories, so I will be moving on. But Will, man, you cooked. And you cooked. Woo! I'm almost full. I don't know how I'm gonna get through these next few meals. Like, my man. This next one is from another cook, a chef who is in the VC often in the Last Arc Discord. This is from Mr. the 6th Ragnarok Keeper himself. I will link his channel down in the description. The man makes awesome music. He makes some good indie rock stuff, and he also makes One Piece songs that are, let's just say, nothing short of amazing.
One Piece is myth now, ever since Bonnie turned into Nika.
Alright, so this is the Ark Maxim is a hint towards Uranus. It looks like this is a shorter one, but that means I might be able to squeeze in another longer one. Let's go. Keeper said, you guys remember when Enel attacked the Moon City Burka with electricity, and the city powered up with all the automata? I believe the resources they ran out of was none other than gold. my man. Enel used gold as a conductor for electricity to power the Maxim. I believe Death Pia is a hint towards Uranus's power. York stole a small fragment of the Mother Flame. If the world government or York had the capability of transforming that into electric energy, that would explain the 16 beams raining down on the Lucia. Ark Maxim was just a small-scale fragment of what Uranus actually is, but tell us how it works. I believe the weapon used by the world government is an attempted recreation of Uranus that use electric energy to power it. Fire and solar energy can be converted to electricity. I support this. I support this a lot, actually. This was probably about a year ago. I was on stream with Din and Kushi, Cube of the Red Sea, and TreeTheWolf, who I'm sure most people are familiar with if you're in the One Piece scene. And we were talking about Inaru and like taking all the gold from Shandora, and yeah, gold is one of the most conductive metals known to man. So I see that part of it, right? Like that is, yeah, using gold as a conductor and seeing MU and all of those on top of the Mother Flame made me think of other chemical elements. I didn't dive too deep into it. I like this though. I like it a lot, especially where you tagged. He combines his own electric powers with the Ark Maximum to create it. Yeah, it's almost foreshadowing the Mother Flame, isn't it? Maybe the Mother Flame is mimicking Luffy's powers then, right? I think you're onto something here, Keeper. I think you're right. Like this it's a small meal. You know what I mean? It's a nice little dessert, like a little.
So good and tasty.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, Keeper has sent me into a rabbit hole in my head. Last but certainly not least, one of the many goats in the server, super solid guy, Mr. Knack D. He's been helping out, he's been jumping on TLA streams a lot lately. He's an amazing member of the community. We're always glad to have him. And this is his mantra is not normal observation hockey theory. The end idea of this theory is that Enel was in fact the greatest user of the voice of all things we've ever seen in canon. Thank you so much, Knack, for putting a TLDR at the top of this theory. That makes this so much easier. During the Skypiea arc, we got a brief rundown of what mantra is. As he explains, mantra is something people are born with and cannot learn through practice. Gonfall, the G, even says himself he can't tap into that power. This is odd considering his level of combat expertise. Gonfall goes on to say it's the only power no one truly understands. And I like to take this quote literally. When we meet Rayleigh, he gives us the rundown of hockey, claiming it's an all living things, and that to improve at it, you just need to train. This is a direct conflict with what Gonfall claimed. Oh? Tell me more, tell me more. Did he have a car? Why would Oda say in one arc that only special people born with mantra can use it? If he was referring to hockey, I reference Zoro's fight in Alabasta as he seemed to tap into hockey during his fight with Mr. One. That incident of Zoro tapping into hockey doesn't break any of the rules set forth by Rayleigh, but it does contradict what Gonfall said. Then why is it we see so many people with the voice of all things on the Sky Islands? I think it's because that was a necessary form of communication at one point in history, for people either on the moon or the Sky Islands to spread messages to each other. Oh, that is heat. Enel was the strongest user of the voice of all things that we had met in the story, depending on how far away Roger could start hearing poneglyphs. Conclusion. Mantra was not an early stand-in for hockey. It was the voice of all things, and the Sky People are most likely to be born with it. Enel was born with the same gift as Luffy, Roger, Odin, and other important figures throughout history. Hey, and then he tagged me and said first theory in the books. Let's go! Yeah, this is... I've read this one before, guys. That's the reason I saved it for the end, because this is one of my favorite theories in Punk Record. I want to see more evidence of it, because I think it's close. I don't know if it's necessarily the right on the money, but like what Knack is saying there, the basis of it is very close to what I think Oda could do in the story as a whole. Because like he said, what we've seen from observation hockey is distinctly different from mantra. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot. I already said I ate too much when I read Will's theory out, but that one... Yeah, guys, so this video was Obviously very, very different from my normal Rambling Addiction fanfare. I wanted to give back to the community that has helped me grow as much as I have. I wanted to do this video to thank all of the members of the TLA Discord and the TLA community as a whole. Now, clearly I couldn't get to every single person's theory that is in Punk Records. I will try to do more of these in the future. I think it's a good way to show off the community and what we're all capable of. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the theories in the comments below. Will, Bushido, Knack, Keeper, I appreciate all of you and your contribution to the video. I mean, you guys literally are the whole video, but that was kind of the point. Anyway, I'm rambling at the end, right? That's kind of on brand for me. But yeah, like I said, guys, at the beginning of the video, if you want to put your own theories up in Punk Records, all you gotta do is click the link in the description for the Last Ark Discord. If you don't know, the Last Ark is a collection of content creators that get on stream together. We all hang out, we all talk, we play One Piece D&D together. It's a really good time, and we're all about community over there. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things for me as well. Hit the bell icon. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys had a good time watching it. Let me know what you thought of everyone from the community's theories in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. But wait, most importantly, have a wonderful, wonderful night.